Bringing standards back to the game. We're not here to hype up the hottest rappers. We represent good music. If you're good, you're good. If you're whack, you're whack. If you want the real, this is where it's at. Welcome to Real Rap.
It's the real hip hop. The real hip hop.
You don't look too happy about that. When I said that Jersey Killer, you don't want me to call him that?
I wanted Adonis' son to be on this album. I felt like if you're gonna drop that song, that shit need to be on your album. Like
He had to get the Drake's response to Infrared first before he dropped that. He couldn't drop that first.
they needed to both be on this album. Fuck that.
He should have came back and re-released it. You didn't pay for it anyways.
Huh?
Alright, we're gonna do Pusha T.
It would have helped the score.
What do you think about it? What does it say? What do you think about it?
Me? Oh, it was dope. I liked it. Pusha T, I haven't heard all his albums. I haven't heard in depth all his albums, but he is consistent. Pusha T is one of the best in the game. He's very underrated. Yeah, hell yeah. He's very underrated.
Yeah.
And what I liked about this album, it was short and sweet. It wasn't too much, but he came with it. To me, he came with it on the tracks, and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was good.
It was a little short. Obviously, I know this year everybody's gonna try to do like the 7-song albums and shit, and that's the new classic thing to do, I guess. But overall, I mean, I felt like I said, if he would have had that Adonis son or a story of Adonis or however it goes, if he would have had that on there, that shit would have really helped his score out for me. Cause I thought I like diss records, and I like when you put a diss record on the actual album, because for me that helps the album. Shit, I mean, Drake takes shots at everybody on his album. Yeah, overall though, it was solid though. I like it. I heard Nas call this shit a classic. I wouldn't go that far, but it was good.
It's pretty close.
Nas called it a classic.
It's pretty close. See, I feel like Pusha T peaked on Grinding, which is like their first song. So I'm not really like a big, I'm not a really big Pusha T fan.
Oh, 03.
I know he can rap, but he always fell in the category of what I've been saying. Just because you can rap doesn't mean you can make a good song or a good album. Because I feel like Fab can rap, but his albums are not really that good. His mixtapes are amazing, but his albums aren't really that good. Man. I feel like Styles P can rap, but we just listened to his album. He liked it because he's from New York, but we didn't really like it.
Whatever.
So I kind of put him in the same type of category. But when I heard the album, I thought it was good. He changed my perspective on him as being having a good album.
Yeah.
It's only 7 tracks. Let's get into the tracks. First track, If You Know, You Know.
I felt like the lyrics was good. I felt like the beat was a little too commercial. I felt like he could have went a little harder with this actually. I did like the song, but I felt like it was just like too whimsical, go with the flow type. I felt like it should have been a little bit, you should have came out a little harder for the very first song. Or at least switch this and not make this your first song. I don't know. But it was alright.
I liked it. I thought it was dope. And the reason I liked it so much, it sounded just like an old Clips song. Just the whole way he rapped, the track. If I didn't know Kanye had did this album, I promise you I would thought For Real did that track. Like, it just sounded like an old Clips track. And I think he flowed well on this song. I like this song. It was a good intro to me. It was a good opening.
You know,
to the album.
Used to do all the first speech.
Huh?
That's what he said. He said
Kanye.
If I didn't know Kanye had did this album, I promise you I would thought For Real did that track. Like, it just sounded like an old Clips track.
Well, dude, there you have it.
No,
on this album.
Kanye did this one.
Yeah.
He's saying
it
sounded
I
like.
didn't know it was Kanye.
Okay.
I thought it was For Real.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have some.
Yeah.
I had all the albums.
Okay.
That's a little more shade he was trying to throw.
Yeah, but
Another ATL guy.
it bounced back on me though.
Nah, I don't mind that. I like Kanye. I didn't want you to think that Kanye produced all that shit.
I was digress, son. That's what
Wait, time out.
That's what you did.
Clips from
He
Atlanta.
tried. He tried.
Clips from Atlanta.
No, but he is.
Well,
You hating on Lil Baby.
I'm not hitting him.
Oh, that's what it is.
You was shading Lil Baby. Now he's still shading TJ.
Oh, okay. Now we getting to.
I liked it. And the break one did. If you know, you know. Like, I couldn't get that out of my head. I thought that was nice. The second verse was nice. He said, a rapper turned trapper can't morph into us, but a trapper turned rapper can morph into Puff.
Mm-hmm. That was crazy.
But he wasn't saying Puff. It's pretty much like Jay, because Jay and Puff like on the same level,
Exactly.
and he's so dope.
Yeah.
I thought that was nice. The hook was nice, and the third verse was cool. I liked it. The game we played.
That track was dope as hell. That shit was dope, and the song was sick. I'm not gonna say it was my favorite, but I like this one. I was prepared for the rest of the album. I said, okay, boy, coming with it.
I wasn't completely sold on it, but I like it. It was kind of short for me, and I'm gonna wait until after the next song because it was one of these two songs. He said something I was like, you probably shouldn't say that. But yeah, the song itself wasn't too bad. It was one of these next two, either this one or the next one. It's one line he had one of these songs that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but
I liked it. This is the definition of a D-boy throughout this song. I usually don't really buy into rappers talking about something dope because most of them be lying. But this shit was very detailed.
He legit though.
This shit was very detailed. I like the refrain. No hook. Like shout outs to Ray. That's from Wu-Tang.
yeah, Raekwon.
And
He don't know.
RZA, Jizzle, Raekwon, Inspector Deck. Come on.
It's Wu-Tang.
And he shout out the Ghost.
Ghostface, yeah.
That's what you got. And the Locks and NWA on it. So I liked it. Hard Piano.
I like this one. I like Ross first. I think they came together well. I like this song, but I didn't write it down. But one of these last two songs, he said something about running off on a plug. If you gonna rap about selling dope, stop rapping about running off on a plug. Like, if anybody actually tries that shit in real life, you gonna fucking die. That shit is not. You don't do that shit in real life. I don't partake in any of these things, but I know somebody who was telling me he had a friend and he put his friend onto his Connect, this plug they call it, and they gave him something. He ran off with the shit. Nobody ever seen the guy again. But he came back and was like, with all his brand new shit, you know, he flossed and all this shit. Guy got his whole house shot up, killed him. You don't run off with nobody's shit. Like they said in Friday, he said, if you ain't got my money or my bud, I'm killing you and him. Like, they don't fuck around with that type of shit. So you, implies with that, I ran off on the plug twice. Bitch, you wasn't coming back after the first time. We was still looking for you after the first time. You can't pull that shit in real life twice. Don't rap about this shit because now it makes every time you bring it up sound suspect to me. Because if you gonna say some shit like that and I know you can't do it, every time you bring up selling dope, I'm like, did he really now? Like, so it kind of put a bad feeling on it for me because I done heard somebody tell a story about somebody getting shot for trying that shit. So you can't do that in real life. They're not fucking playing with their money. Don't rap about that. That shit is not funny. It's not cute. Don't try that at home. I hate that type
For
of
all
shit.
you drug dealers out there, special announcement for Dark Cat. Don't try that shit at home.
Yeah. I mean, they said it on, Be Legit said it too. He said, you can run off with the money, I don't think you want to do that. Like, I mean, that's real shit. So for you to say, every song you talking about selling dope, but then you say you ran off on the plug, like, did you really sell dope?
Maybe that's come up.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool. Like I said before,
You're gonna come up missing.
I didn't really respect him. I mean, I respect him as a lyricist, but not like as a rapper. But this was like well put together. I feel
Yeah,
like this song was. He said, "Never trust a bee who finds love in the camera."
I was
She
like,
fucking-
ooh,
my shit.
yeah.
I was gonna say that one.
Yeah, that's
I said from the first line.
one of the hip hop type broads.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my line.
He
Then
threw
I
a
was
few
gonna say-
shots at Harvey Weinstein and Mel R.
Yeah, I like that.
He said, "I won't let you ruin my dreams," or Harvey Weinstein the kid. Good morning,
Yeah.
like Mel R. Because
Yeah.
Good Morning America.
Yeah, and then
Can I live? And then he gave
well, you know, Matt Lauer got caught up in all of that too. They
Right.
was- yeah, so.
both of them did.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Hey, you come five
Right.
eggs, man.
I'm not saying that.
No.
He said good morning like Matt Lauer, and then he didn't add in the fact that Matt Lauer got caught up in
At the
that.
beginning, I said
Oh, he
he
said-
gave shots at
Yeah,
Harvey
yeah.
Weinstein and Mel.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna say.
That's the first thing I said. You want to rewind it? Cameraman.
Yeah, please rewind that
Yeah,
camera.
you might have to. It's hot as hell, man.
He
Yeah,
threw
I
a
was
few
gonna say.
shots at Harvey Weinstein and Mel R.
Well, dude, there you have it.
He shot 6ix9ine and all the other weirdo guy with the pink hair. He said, "I'm too rare amongst all these pink hairs."
Shit, all these boys got them Kool-Aid colors.
Right.
Like Lil Uzi Vert and trying that shit.
Not Lil Baby. I feel like he should have had
You should do
Ross,
the yellow.
Jada, or Gotti on
Yeah.
this. It was only right for them, one of them to be on it, and
Yeah. He picked Ross.
he picked Ross, and I feel like Ross dropped the ball.
They saw it?
I thought his verse was kind of like.
I like Ross.
I did like the line where he said, "My homie amputated, but gotta stand for something."
Mm-hmm.
When he's talking
Yeah.
about Meek,
Yeah,
Meek
yeah.
in jail, but he's still standing up for us and standing up
Yeah.
for against the law or whatever. I thought that was tight. And I thought the hook was cool.
Same thing you said. You took all mine on that one.
Alright, come back, babe. Shout out to Lil Baby.
I liked it. It was dope. The song was snapping. And he killed the track. He killed his verses too. I liked it.
Yeah. I felt like he went in on this one. This one was good. It kind of picked up a little bit. I felt like the ball was starting to roll now.
On this song?
Yeah.
For the album?
Yeah. I like this one. I mean, between the games we played in hard piano, it started, but this one really picked it up for me.
I thought it was okay. I thought the beat was nice. In the second verse, he said, "And they tired of dancing like the Yin Twins."
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the A.
Yeah.
And I
like
thought
it.
all three verses were solid.
Yeah.
And I like the hook. Centuria. I thought it was okay. I didn't.
Felt like
I
it was
like when he said the Lord's my shepherd, I am not sheep. I like that. And I like the track. The track was dope, but I didn't too much care for the song.
Yeah, it was alright.
Yeah, I felt like it was like a lot of subliminals to like spirits and like, you know. I don't get into that type of shit within the music industry because they already, like, every big artist has already had at least, you know, 1 or 2 lines throughout their career about selling their soul and joining the secret society and shit like that. So when you start talking like that, I'm like, oh, come on, no. Just let people find out. Don't brag about it. Like, if that's how you roll, I don't want to know. But don't put yourself out there like, look what I did. Like, that's not cool.
What will Meek do?
I like that. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like Kanye though.
Oh, really?
Nope.
I liked it. Like when he said, Papa Willie, tell a judge to Akinelli. Middle fingers out the ghost, screaming Machiavelli. You know, Akinelli, put it in your mouth.
Ah.
So,
I remember that.
I like that. And of course, you know, everybody know Pop spitting on people, throwing the middle fingers up.
Yeah.
Another solid verse. And then, poopity scoop. Really, Yank? Like, come on, bro. You really going that crazy, man? But I feel like he spit on this one, man.
Yeah, after he got done doing that retarded shit,
Yeah, I like
the rest
how
of his verse was actually alright.
Yeah, I like how he approached the verse. He attacked himself first by saying he was out of touch.
Yeah.
And he said his kids got 2 dads.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then he talked about making that the hat.
The Magma hat. Yeah. But I don't know. I felt the same. Like after he said that little weird shit, like he went in a little bit. I was like, alright, cool. That's you picked it up.
He said no more hiding the scars. I show him like Seal, right? Like Seal got the
Yeah,
scars.
like that. Cheeks, yeah.
That was tight. And Kanye started talking this shit, saying he about to be the next Phil Knight, being a billionaire, cause that's what he about to do. Chi-Town shit. Shout out
6 rings, huh?
6 rings.
Yeah.
That's another Chi-Town reference.
And I like the way he on his way to becoming a billionaire after he was just talking about like Daniel being broke 2 years ago, like he was like breaking down and stuff. But I mean, I guess being with a Kardashian kind of helps that situation. You know what I mean? It's a gift and a curse. You're gonna get a lot of money, but
But what?
you might have to be talking crazy and puppetized. I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Something wrong with that man.
So
Neither here nor there.
infrared. Liked it. I like when he said the beats is banging, the hooks did it, the lyric penny equal to Trump's winning. Just trash.
Yeah.
It was written like Nas, but came from Quentin.
Damn, right in the heart. That shit hit hard.
Crazy.
Bars.
Ooh, like you can't dodge that. That's not subliminal. We all know who you talking about. I like that. Yeah, this is the best song on the album to me.
And he said, believe in myself, and the Coles and Kendricks, let the sock puppets play their roles and gimmicks.
Yeah, and he's talking about, the like you said, with the colorful hair and the mumble rappers and stuff. But at the same time, even though, he was standing up for Lil Wayne at one part, talking about like he's trying to kill Baby, because he's talking about the whole contract thing and how Baby's fucking over Wayne, and this is how this is how artists end up that way. Birdman, yeah.
I love that.
Okay, that guy, 5-star. Whatever, fuck you want to call yourself, fake blood. Anyway, so he was talking about that, but he actually kind of was still taking a little bit of a shot at Wayne, I feel like, because when he's talking about gimmicks, he's talking about Drake and all that singing, and he's talking about Wayne, to me, was the original mumble rapper. Now, it don't sound as bad now, because if you listen to the stuff from the day, it's like 10 times more incoherent. But that whole lean, codeine, behinds, that kind of started with him. Now, his bars was on point when you look up the lyrics. But he kind of started the whole mumble rap shit. It just didn't sound as bad because he actually had lyrics. These guys are mumbling with nothing to say.
Yeah, I feel like he spit truth on the whole album.
Yeah.
I mean on the song, my bad.
Yeah.
I feel like he spit truth on this song. He talked about the Baby and Wayne situation like you just said. Then he said Jay not getting any props until the Annie song dropped, which is true.
Facts.
And he dropped a classic album with Reasonable Doubt before that song even came out.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's how you end the album. A track like this is how you end the album. Everybody else was they closed the album kind of bogusly.
Some weird shit.
But I thought he did good.
Yeah.
And I want to nominate this for Song of the Year.
It was written like Nas, but it came from Quentin. At the mercy of a game where the codes is missing. When the CEO's blinded by the glow is different.
So what y'all give it?
I gave it an 8.
8.
Yes, I gave it an 8. It was a dope album from the top to the bottom. It wasn't too much. It was just enough. Every song, I don't think he had a weak song on here. It was a song, the Santeria, I didn't too much care for it, but it wasn't weak. In no way. It wasn't weak. I just didn't too much care for it. Album was good, man. I gave it an 8. It was definitely a good album.
I wanted to give it an 8, but between Santeria, if you know, being a little too commercial for me, and that line about running off on the plug, I gave it a 7. Don't do that shit. It just it just delegitimizes everything you say about selling dope. Like, you can know all the scales, the prices, and the weight and all the other shit, but once you say you ran off on the plug, I'm like,
I don't know. You don't know. Yeah. From me listening to his albums and kind of listening and seeing some of this stuff on YouTube, plenty of people, they say he legit.
They vouch for him.
They vouch. Out of all the artists I have ever seen, this is the one I have seen that they vouch for real.
I think he did it, but I don't think he was like no Nino Brown. He was probably just like, nickel and dime type, guy. So I think he probably did it to a degree, but then you say you ran off on the plug, and I'm like, what degree is that? Now we need to be real specific because you talking reckless.
Well,
What'd you give it?
I thought it was alright. I gave it a 7.
Okay.
I like out of the 7 songs, I like 4 of them. and then 2 of them was okay, then 1 was cool. Cool is like in the middle, okay.
One was
and
the other was no.
I thought I gave it a 7.
Yeah.
Alright, now let's get into this last album, a classic album. Was it a classic? Was it wasn't a classic? By a guy I've never heard of. I heard of, but I never listened to him. Pharoah Monch.
All right.
Eternal Affairs.